I mean, this time yesterday we were talking about the fact that actually the data that we received yesterday was a sobering set of data in itself. Again, today these figures are even higher, but we should say that actually this is in the range that is expected. We know that things are going to get worse before they get better. The lockdown measures that are currently in place, it's going to take a good couple of weeks before we do feel the effects of those. But we have now had more of a regional breakdown of exactly how the figures are looking for the whole of the picture across the UK. The total number of deaths we know has increased by 563, up to in total 2,352, 31% higher than the figures that we had for yesterday. When we're talking about confirmed positive cases of COVID-19 as well, that now has increased to 29,474 cases in the UK, up by more than 4,000. To put that in perspective for you, yesterday we were talking about how it was significant that it was up by 3,000. This latest set of data, it now has increased by more than 4,000. Breaking it down into regions, for Scotland, we know the total number of deaths now has reached 76, an increase of 16 further deaths. Confirmed cases, they are now up to 29,474, they are now, 2,310, up by 317 on the previous day. And if we look in more depth at Wales as well, the total number of deaths for Wales is now 98, an increase of 29. And if you compare that actually to the set of data that we had this time yesterday, the death rate had increased by, there had been a further 7 deaths. And now we know that there's been an increase of 29 deaths, so a significant rise. I think what will be interesting is how these figures are interpreted when we see the Downing Street presser a little later today. We know, of course, at that presser yesterday they were talking about seeing this slight plateau in the infection rates, and whether or not that could be interpreted really as green shoots, that actually we were seeing the infection rates slowing slightly. An increase in the UK cases of more than 4,000 in the last 24 hours. It'll be interesting to see whether or not they can still call that a plateau, or whether or not they feel that certainly the infection rates are slowing. So I think we'll watch out for the Downing Street presser a little later today to see how these figures are actually interpreted.